mentally preparing and physically preparing. There's enough videos about stuff. But how many people are preparing spiritually, and how many people with loved ones, with multiple children, and really good-looking wives and girlfriends, how many of them have a basic preparedness for if something bad happens? How many of them talk about diffusing bad situations where people try to instigate with them? And if it does come to violence and somebody does something, is there a basic plan? Something happened years ago with my mother and her friend, and he basically told her, lock yourself in the car, and if something happens, drive away, and he threw her the keys. That was basically on the fly. That was basically right away someone with the fighting ability making a recommendation to somebody. We're going to be turning here. Okay. But think about preparedness, mind, body, and spirit, and what you need to have in your car as far as self-defense, what's legal in your area, and be able to use it and know that weapons can be taken away from you. So mace is a must. You should love the ones you're with. That means even your community. You should try to treat your community even if you think they're done. Because in the end, if the grid goes out, that's all you're going to have is people around you, not people on the internet. So while I love you, the people on the internet, I really love the people in my life that have been there for me, the physical, when I've left the internet. And we live in a world where the evil is trying to tear us apart, inside and out, and those around us. It's not just the riots in Portland, and the unrest that we're seeing, and the street takeovers, and the riots in America, and what's coming in the election season. It's the unrest happening in our households. So people should love the one they're with, and what the evil likes to do is get us out of good relationships and friendships and into bad friendships and relationships. The co-op does. End of transmission. So I've been talking regularly the last couple months about going to different places and feeling the energy there, but also impacting your reality even silently, non-verbally. Impacting through magnetism, impacting through meditation, impacting through prayer, impacting through action, impacting through exercise, impacting through spoken word, through podcasts. And what I've seen is that I can attract or alienate energetically, telepathically, without them even hearing what I'm saying. And so by speaking truth in certain places, it creates a certain frequency. And that's what I want you to understand. It's about frequency. There are certain people who are going to be attracted to certain frequencies. Let's not call it angelic or demonic. Certain truth frequencies. And sometimes people want to come into my field, in my world, with their frequencies and mix in other things that influence me with a wide variety of frequencies that are out there. And I may actually not be on that trend, not be on that drug, not be with that woman, not be watching that show. So it's not that I'm trying to offend anyone if I want to stay in my own little space and not be too communicative, but I'm in my own little truth of going to different people, places, and things and realities and truthing it. You may feel drawn to, as I have, go to new places. Outside of talking about dating new people, but going to new places, down to new places in your metropolitan area, new places in your town, new streets that you haven't walked to. Because with this energy coming in, I'm not trying to be mainstream new agey, I'm not, but there is new energies going on that has, with the solar cycle and other things, and the supernova, that has people, I would not say awake, not awake, but being energized, being smiley, being communicative, making eye contact, being slightly outside the matrix. They're still in the matrix, but they're slightly, you can feel it in the air that some people have, and it's strong. The party vibe, the travel vibe, and it's not just the fact that it's this time of the year, September. It's this time of the decade. There you go. That's it. That's all. This is a blank for someone else. Dion Fortune talked about the cross and the rose together. This is not associated with Israel. This is a protective symbol. This is the solar cross or solar wheel. This is the same shape that you see in our DNA, the six-sided shape. Also, bolts look like that. Here we have Eric Vallis, the name used for this channel. Here we have the 5 points with the peace symbol inside. Here we have the conjuring up, in a positive sense, of the identifier of evil. The identifier of evil, painting over the tracing of Spider-Man. And then there will be a associated URL And then we have affirmations. Peace, love exists in this house. Peace, love exists in this house. Okay? I can do it. And then, of course, we have the different ways in which I would like to see myself and the different aspects of me that are seen by others. Okay, the identifier, blogger, editor, father one day, strength, son, citizen journalist, prepper, off-grid, right? Businessman. All right.